I've never gotten cut third party, so I'm just
So this is a new and creative way that this is happening, but again, like, we need to see the validity in
Yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah, right, right.
With that being said, my anxiety was through the roof. Meanwhile, you're, like, big ol' waving like, "Hey." And I was like, "Oh, good, she
Teammate!
probably didn't get cut, like, it was all a big misunderstanding."
Uh-huh.
She walks up and I was like, "So, hey, like, what's the word?" She was like, "I still haven't heard anything." I knew nothing about you. This was actually the first team that I didn't have, like, a friend on.
Mhm.
I wasn't showing up knowing really anybody. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you know of people,
Mhm.
but I didn't have any friends on the
Mhm.
team. So, me showing up late, playing in Spain, I show up the second to last day or something in training camp, and I remember y'all were going. I showed up towards the end of practice. I was doing all my physicals and stuff, and y'all wrapped up, and you walked straight up to me, and you're like, "Hey, what are you doing later?" And I'm like, "Nothing." You were like, "You wanna hang out?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, it was the playoffs or something, right? Or
Yeah, yeah, it was
there was a
NBA
there
playoffs
was yeah.
going. So we watched NBA playoffs. The next day was actually one of my favorite stories of all time, though.
Oh, okay. So, alright, that was your feeling upon meeting. Mm.
Yeah, like, I just saw you. I saw you going, and I was like you had, like, good energy about you, but again, like, I was, like, really overwhelmed meeting people. You walked directly up to me, like, you were so in my face. I was like, "Whoa, this girl's a lot."
The
Is she gonna make
nerve.
the cut or
The nerve.
So what was your initial thought? Like, I walked in, what did I
Yeah.
do?
Well, you were talking to somebody over the top. Maybe you were talking to Rich or talking to somebody, like, handling stuff because you weren't dressed out, and I was like, "This lazy ass broad coming in late, not even in clothes." They're like, "Oh, she's still gonna get a physical and stuff." I'm like, "Come ready." So, immediately, I'm turned off by your work ethic. But I'm like, I knew who you were from other teams before,
Right.
or, like, from mutual friends.
Like, I heard that you were funny.
I heard that you were funny,
Yeah.
so once I'm seeing you, I kinda, like, looked over, and I'm like I keep doing what I'm doing because 'cause I'm physically practicing. I don't worry about
Right.
you being lazy on the sideline. So, I keep practicing with the team, but I'm like
Earning
I'm
your keep.
yeah, but I'm thinking about it, I'm like, "Alright, I gotta see how funny this girl really is."
'Cause I'm
Like
like, other people are funny.
yeah, but when people I gotta really respect your sense of humor for me to consider who you're telling me is funny. I've had people do it several times. They're like, "Man, this person is hilarious." I never see it.
No.
I never see it. And immediately, you're no longer a reference
Right.
for me.
I'm just gonna just use 3 words to describe, like, how you made me feel.
Okay.
I feel like this is, like, 3 words, but it's gonna be, like, 1, like, in your face, like, you were a lot. Maybe a lot is the word. Again,
Okay.
multiple words.
In your face a lot, and what's the other one?
Um, I would say, like, high energy
High energy. I'll take it.
and also shameless. I was like, the fact
Oh,
that you
you
just
added a
walked
4th?
straight up to me and just said what you wanted. I was just like, you didn't even, like, really introduce yourself, like, the formal, like, "Hey, I'm Syd." You were just like, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing later?"
Yeah, I'm a straight shooter. Let's
Yeah.
get to what's the meat of the combo. That's why I don't like small talk.
I
But
hated how you just pivoted, like, mine sounded more insulting. You said
yeah.
straight shooter like it was a positive thing. I'm weary.
So so my thoughts when I saw you, I was just like, "Давай, давай," which
Directly translate to big white and Chinese. We'll get to that eventually.
that's what they called her. We don't have to get to that later. That's what they called her when she played in China.
Yeah.
So, I thought, "Dang, that's a big white girl." And then I was like, "Dang, she lazy, like, she's not dressed out." And then I was like, "Dang, I hope she not, like, too much funnier than me, but I hope that we have a good time laughing."
Yeah.
Those were my thoughts, genuinely, because I was like, I gotta see how funny you are. I
Yeah.
have to know."
I was, like, really interested. Like, I wasn't gonna, like, front that I wanted to know how funny you were. I just wanted to see you in your element. I was just like, "Alright."
Yeah.
Like, you were my favorite animal at the time because I was just like, "I wonder what she's gonna do in the wild." They say
You
everyone
just called me a
sees
monkey?
No, 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 no.
I get you every episode. I think I didn't get you last week,
No.
but this one was good. Y'all keep this in.
This brings us all to day 2 of knowing you. Again, I didn't practice, I still had more physicals to do. So you had practice, they then brought me
Yeah.
to practice after practice. Y'all are wrapping up. and you were like, "Hey, do you wanna go lift weights?" 'Cause we had to do extra, like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
wanted to lift, but also, like, it was a good look if we lifted, like, in the places we were supposed to lift.
Yeah, you don't wanna not be doing stuff that's optional, for real. Like, just
Exactly.
do it. When you're new to a place, just do it.
It's like
Mandatory,
mandatory.
optional.
Exactly. So, we went to UFC, to go lift and use the cold ups. We do the full lift, like, all the sets. We didn't skip one. Like, we're still on our best, like, first impression mode. But
Mhm.
again, I'm starting to see you cut up. I know this is gonna be good. Like, I'm just tapping into, like, this is about to be a really long season for everybody because of how outrageous like, our comedy's funny, but our comedy's also ridiculously outrageous.
Mhm.
So we lift, we're in the cold tub. Sydney and I are up to I'm, like, probably, like, high thigh, you're to your waist. In frigid waters, this MMA fighter walks in, and he goes, like, straight down to his neck like this, and we were like, "Hey, I hope this isn't an offensive question, but,
Well,
like."
first of all, we were looking at each other like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, also, he was, like, still checking Twitter, like, he did not miss a beat, he wasn't shivering. We were turning blue just sitting with our knees underwater. We're like, "Hey, respectfully, sir, like, what does it take mentally to, like, play your sport?" And he was like, "You have to be crazy." And we were like, "Yeah, we got that.
No, yeah, for
Cool.
sure.
Nice to meet you, don't hurt us." He was a really nice guy. Anyway, simultaneously, Syd gets a phone call. I'm gonna say from my point of view, Sydney picks up the phone, she's like, "Oh, really? Oh, alright." She looks over at me, and she was like I was like, "What?" I'm not good at, like, reading lips like that. She's like, but moves the phone to the side, like we had other business to attend to later that day, but she had to let me know.
'Cause at
So
that point, I'd already been cut multiple times from teams.
right.
There are worse ways to get cut. Sometimes they do it it's so fucking annoying how they do it. Like, I talked to Lou Young on his podcast about this, but it was like they'll bring you in to do it before practice or they do it right after practice. If you know you're cutting me that morning, call me.
Don't make me get dressed and
They're like,
show
"They're
up.
still going like, we can still use you for this practice, but, like,
Right. We need
we
a
gotta cut you for
body.
the end." It's like, just don't give me my per diem. I've been cut in a multitude of ways, so I was just like, "Oh, what's this new, interesting, innovative way to be cut?"
Because you got a call from a teammate from a third party hearing that you
Right?
got cut. You didn't get cut. Your agent didn't call, the
Directly.
GM, coach, nothing. We heard from word of mouth from a teammate
Right, so
that you got cut.
if I was planning on hanging out with you, this call isn't changing nothing. Imma still get some
No.
laughs and hang out before I dip.
You hung up and you're like, "Hey, you still down to go watch the playoffs
Right,
tonight?" And I'm
like,
like, "Yeah,
"Girl."
let's meet up by the pool."
Right. I was like, "But Imma also wait, like, to hear from my agent, because
Right.
I've never gotten cut third party, so I'm just."
So this is a new and creative way that this is happening, but again, like, we need to see the validity in
Yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah, right, right.
So, we show up to the pool later. I was first because Sydney's always late, and that has nothing to do with you being black.
Damn, I was supposed to use that
Yeah, no, I had to say that first.
one. Alright.
Anyway, you're just late because 'cause you're you, but you were
I'm
late.
working on it, though.
So but also, when you're walking up, my anxiety's through the roof because 'cause I'm like, "This is gonna be." I'm awkward, right? You don't have that in you, but, like, I do. I feel it. I feel my own awkwardness. I feel secondhand embarrassment for others, secondhand awkwardness for others. Like, I feel
Poor
I'm an
thing.
empath through and through. Like,
Yeah.
whatever that emotion is, I'm
I
feeling it.
feel it.
Anything from happiness to disgust, I'm tapping in. With that being said, my anxiety was through the roof. Meanwhile, you're, like, big ol' waving like, "Hey." And I was like,
TP!
"Oh, good, she probably didn't get cut, like, it was all a big misunderstanding." She walks up and I was like, "So, hey, like, what's the word?" She was like, "I still haven't heard anything."
Mhm.
And I was like, "So does that mean you're, like, cut or no?" And you were like, "I don't know, like, I don't know if I should call my agent because I feel like they should reach out to me or, like, should I call the coaches
Right.
or should they reach out to me?" And I was like, I've never once heard of someone, like, asking, like, "Hey, am I cut?"
Right,
Because I would've been asking every day of every training camp,
I'm
like
not calling to do it for you. You need to reach out to me.
that's an uncomfortable position that they need to put themselves in.
Right, they're like, "Hey, am I cut? Do you wanna be?"
Like, they would make
I
it
mean,
really
I
easy
don't
on us because 'cause we're
know.
teeter-tottering a few names.
But you called, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, "I'm not gonna do
We had a
that."
volunteer, they, like, relay the message. Becky's like, "Yeah, no, somebody volunteered, we're good." Anyway, so there was a big discussion on the table as well because the next day we were leaving for a preseason game on a plane.
Yeah.
So that means that you were gonna have to get on the bus not knowing if you were cut. What?
Wait, we were going to
Phoenix.
these are, like,
This is weird.
universes colliding where, like, we were going to
We were
Phoenix
going
in
to
that
Phoenix.
timeline, and I got hurt in this timeline.
Yeah.
Keep going, though.
So Sydney was gonna have to find out, like, we were discussing in real time, like, should you wait
Mhm.
to get on the bus and be like to get people's vibes too? Because I'm gonna be in the back, like, trying to get a peep. I'm gonna walk on first,
Right.
but also I knew I couldn't do the season without you.
Well, I was like, "At least one funny person will survive."
The Aces needed just one. But we were discussing, like, we were gonna high five everybody coming on the bus to see who didn't stick their hand out, like, how we were gonna get a feel if you were
Yeah,
cut or not.
yeah,
No one mentioned anything, so
right.
we were just like, "Get on the bus."
We're
We
like,
did,
if they didn't notice, just go, 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 go."
and we flew to Phoenix,
Yep,
still didn't get cut. We got to
right,
Phoenix. I think we unpacked our bags, and I
yeah,
think I came immediately into your room.
right.
We never shut up.
No.
We didn't show up on the bus, actually, and we sat next to each other on the plane. Talked again once we landed on the bus,
Yeah,
went straight to the hotel, continued to talk.
yeah. We only take breaks, like, getting off one mode of transportation and onto the other, like
Dropped my bags off immediately, went straight back to your room.
and we kicked it for, like, 3 hours, just talking in the room, and that was where, like, it was solidified for me just based off of, like, our backgrounds, our upbringings, and a lot of things. I was just like, "I think this is gonna be a friend of mine for a very long time."
Yeah. Us getting into the conversations that we got into with our values, our upbringing, our family even, just, like, how we got there in the league, also
Yeah,
just being the players that we were on our own teams in years past
our
leading up to
roles.
this moment
Yeah,
was, like, really big for us,
yeah,
and that trip specifically,
yeah,
I knew that this was gonna be a really special year,
mhm,
um, because like you said earlier about me, like, who you showed to be in your first moments of me meeting you
yeah,
has been true to this day,
mhm.
and your consistency in who you are as a person, you're not performative. Everyone's like, "Oh, you probably just do it because the cameras are on." No, you're probably worse when the cameras
Off, I
are
have
not
way more.
on, and by worse, I mean better when the cameras aren't on, so stay tuned for our reality series. The quality time that you get to spend with some people,
Yeah,
um, just hits different, and I knew very early on that this was gonna be something that, especially since we grew so close so quickly,
mhm,
this was gonna be something that, um, was gonna be a friendship that I felt could be a lifetime. And it was so weird though, because 'cause I'm not the type of person that just, like, believes in something off rip. I, like, lead with
doubt.
no, I lead trusting, but I do have doubt in the back of my head.
Yeah, you should.
And within the first couple minutes, I either know that my gut was true in the trust, or I know that something's off based off of, like, energy or
Mhm,
something. There's very few times I don't get a good read.
mhm,
But you're the exact same way, but
mhm.
you just show it differently, and I think, like, for me, you've helped me, like, come into myself. Before you, my humor was for locker room really only in my family.
That's my
Like,
favorite thing to say.
and, like, my friends in high school, like, I thrived
Yeah,
in high school, like,
yeah.
my team in college, I had such a
She
good
peaked
time.
in high school, she said.
Yeah, it was all downhill from there. But there were just a lot of things that led to me finding you to be true and
Yeah,
real. And the more I saw how real you were, and the more I saw how we weathered storms within our team, like,
yeah,
honestly, that first Aces team was the best year of my whole career. I've never
mhm,
been in a locker room that felt so healthy,
yeah,
that felt so fun, that felt so collaborative and inclusive,
yeah. It was
and
easy for us to, like, show up as ourselves, like, I gladly did it on other teams too, like, it's just the person Imma show up, like,
exactly.
being
But that
kind,
doesn't
having fun, but some teams can make it harder.
it's more difficult, like,
It's more difficult.
if other people are miserable every day or if things aren't flowing,
Yeah.
then, yeah, we're gonna show up ourselves, but
But
it's
that
a
team was so it was, like, early on in training camp, First few days, I'm like, "This team is good as fuck." First of all,
Yeah.
this team is very good, and then add in, like, that we're running stuff that the league hasn't seen yet. I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, so we're very good," and also the vibes are high, the energy is high. On the court, off the court, like, it's just clicking
It's clicking.
on all cylinders, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is something about to happen
And we were
this
all
year."
hanging out, like, pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
And I think it also helped whenever you wanna hang out and you're not, like, pulling teeth or making it, like,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mandatory event, it's just different.
Yeah, yeah.
So, having everybody wanting to hang out
Right, the people are always like, "Oh, how long is this gonna be?" Like, sometimes it is like that, like, you feel like that. But sometimes, shut up. Sometimes shut up and go to the thing. Like,
Yeah.
you probably need to go to a thing. Your attitude is always shitty. Hopefully somebody here uplifts you, 'cause stop being a Debbie Downer all the time.
Right. It's
Like
like sometimes when you don't feel like going to church and then you leave with the word and you're like, "Alright, I needed to hear that
clearly
today."
I needed that today.
Yeah.
You know? It was very much like that. So it was clear something, like, really cool was gonna happen that year, but, like, from the road trips, which TP used to get on the bus, like, mind you, we reached a point in the season where people were so annoyed with the both of us, like, they were just, like they were bonding over being fed up with us,
Yeah.
like, the eye rolls, the, ugh, but, like, we would end trips, and they would be like, "Thank God, like, we don't have to hear y'all no more," and we're like, "You wanna play Pirates?
Right.
You wanna go to the apartment?" Mind you, we're getting back at, like, 2, 3 AM.
3 AM. Sometimes there was, like, buses that started at, like I remember we got on a bus and we had, like, a 4 o'clock bus or, like, a 4:30 bus,
Yeah,
came in with the
8 AM.
same energy, "Road trip!"
Yeah, see people yell road trip.
Nobody nobody was a fan of that, but you have to be consistent in who you are.
You have
So that
to,
happened.
you know?
So that was actually, like, probably one of the funniest teams I've ever been on, also the last team that I was on. So which brings me to
Yeah,
my next question. Since then, have you been
yeah.
on a team that has matched that funny?
I feel like
Or met someone like
mm,
myself who has been able to match your insanity?
I've been on a team is funny. See, the thing was, like, I already knew several of the players there from being there in 2019,
Okay.
or just people from, like, being in the league with, so I had, like, some relationship with some people, but that team was funniest because I've yet to have a teammate that, like, matches you. Like,
Yeah.
people are funny in different ways, but it's just a different level that you'll go to that other people won't.
That you'll also go to?
Right, right. But, like, the team now is really funny too, like,
Yeah, your team is funny.
and we really just started doing more stuff to hang out with each other, like going to the fair, stuff like that. People are, like, obsessed with trying to, like, assess everything that I do here and say I'm not having fun. I'm like, "I'm having a really good time,
Yeah.
actually." Like, it's just a different energy than it was with the Aces. I just met them a couple months ago, a few months ago.
And you created the culture in the Aces locker room. This is like you were walking into a locker room where you don't know what the culture was.
Mhm.
So you walked into
To do this
a group
thing.
that's already been doing, like, what they've been doing for years, and you are probably, like, coming in, like, treading lightly to see
Right.
what the vibes are, but also, like, obviously gonna be yourself.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that when people see us on camera, they struggle to accept that, like, we're being ourselves
Yeah.
everywhere we are. So, any team that I go on, you're never gonna catch me doing anything where I'm needing to be fake or put on. Because if I'm not enjoying myself, I just won't be enjoying myself. I won't be
Right.
laughing and smiling. But when I am, that's usually good
It's a
indicator
good sign.
that
If
I'm
you have
having a good
inside
time.
jokes with people, if you're
Yep.
cutting up on the sideline,
Yeah.
if you're standing up cheering for your teammates on the bench, you're
You could
most
read people's
likely
energy when stuff is
yeah,
sincere or not. But, in my final answer is the Aces team, the 2022
yeah.
team was funniest. We had other just hilarious people on the team,
We
but
had so many
it
sleepers.
was getting the feed off of you that made it, like, over
'Cause
the top. I mean, all of this is really just crazy, like, being here after, meeting back then in Vegas and all the special stuff that's happened, but, like, I can appreciate that the reason that we even got close is because of like, how we were raised and our values, like, think that's what has kept us close for so long, and I'm like, when I think about that, like, I naturally think about who raised us,
Yeah.
and, our parents, our families in general are, like, huge parts of our lives, but for us to be having these, like, new endeavors in our life,
Mhm.
like, we gotta speak on the fact that in that first episode of this show, my mom called at I'm talking about the perfect time while we were recording for it to
It
even
was like 3, 2, 1, you're on. You were about to not answer because it was literally the first seconds of being on.
and I was about to I think they had said, but I don't know how my phone wasn't on D&D because I thought I had put it on D&D.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that we had said to do that, so my mom's calling right in a segment that made it just fit perfectly.
Oh, look who it is! No,
Now
answer it,
my
answer it, answer it. Hey, Mom.
Hey,
We
mama.
were just talking about you.
Yeah, and you're on the podcast right now, mama. Is there anything you wanna say to the babysitters who are watching us?
I want to say good luck to you guys. And
She gave some funny but, like, sound life advice for
Right.
me, and that's always what, like, conversations with my mom are like.
I love when your mom calls. I always leave with a laugh and, like, something that I have never heard put in that way before.
Same for me with your mom, so you tell what happened with
So, on the first episode of the TV show, we're shooting our intro scene where we're, like, pitching Gina,
Mhm.
trying to sell the show,
Yeah.
and anyone that knows my mom, like, probably won't believe this story, but she cold called me. She's, like, so hard to get in touch with, like, the busiest woman ever, that you cannot catch her on the phone, and she called me, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh."
You're looking at two people right. Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, we're actually shooting right now. Can I give you a call back? It's so serious. We're actually pitching the show. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No. Take your calls.
Back when, one of the first things that I recognized with you is, like, how often you speak to your family, how you speak to your family, and how they're involved in everything that you're doing, which was such a tie-in moment. So
Mhm.
for us to both have our mothers who
Yeah.
are women of wisdom,
Yeah.
empowering women,
Yeah.
women who have, like,
Faith.
faith, and women who also haven't, like, made excuses for their lives.
Yeah, they
They've been through a
go-getters.
lot, and you've I've never seen my mom make an excuse. It's always like,
Finding a
"How
way.
can you get it done?" And I know that your mom is the exact same way.
They're just fierce women.
And also, they lead with empathy and character as well, and
Mhm.
integrity.
Mhm.
And, like, I hope when we get older, we're able to communicate things in the way that, like, your mom has impacted my life
Yeah, and your mama.
and our moms in our own lives. Like,
Yeah.
I think I hope that we turn the corner and we, like, go from goofy to
Just
wise.
wise.
Like, I'm sure it'll happen for us 'cause it happened for them.
Yeah.
But I just
Oh, that's more pigeon. I want it to be an owl.
yeah. Ooh.
Just who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know that joke is like, "Is there an
Oh,
owl in here?"
yeah.
And someone's like, "Who? Who?"
Yeah. Oh,
But our moms and our families in general, like,
yeah.
we were raised around our families. I was raised growing up with pretty much all my cousins. Like,
Yeah.
we all lived within, like, 10 minutes of each other.
That was a big deal for me, like, 'cause, I'm all about faith and signs, and it informs my faith about, like, you got somebody who loves you, the person who brought you into this world, they're with you in this moment and on this, like, new journey for you, and for me, it was impactful just for, like, our own relationships with them, but also because, people are witnessing that without knowing the backstory to it. Like, without knowing that, like, yes, I'm doing this, like, new thing. It could be, like, nerve-wracking. You don't know how it's gonna go, but you're getting, like, wisdom or love or just a phone call from the person that brought you into this world, like, to me, it was just symbolic of, like, they are with us. Whether I'm physically with you or not, I'm with you always.
Always. And
And it was, like, a blessing for, like, the journey ahead.
I love to see it. And also, it's just the way the moment came about too, because we could have easily like planned.
Yeah.
We could have like asked them to
Yeah.
call us for the show. Like my mom actually hung up on me really
Mhm.
quick. Your mom actually
She
stuck
did.
through with the conversation. But like it was so natural and so symbolic now,
Yeah.
like looking back, that it happened twice.
Mhm.
That it's like we always search for a deeper meaning to things. We don't think that everything's surface
Which I
level.
looked that up and they said something can be like not wrong with people who do that, but when you're looking for it in everything and you want to accept that some things just are, then like something's up. But I actually don't believe that.
No, we like to teeter-totter that line.
I don't believe that. I think there is meaning in everything.
I think there's meaning in pretty much everything. Like, I don't know, like if a bird shits on you, like, is that good luck? I don't know. I haven't been shit on in a while, so
Well, the meaning was that the bird had
let's
to shit.
hope. We could both use some bird shit right now. Well, Syd, we went on tangents and we got pretty deep with that conversation, but we never
Yeah.
took a second to thank our sponsors. Yeah, there's already a tally up there, so we're good.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Do you keep looking over here?
I'm just looking like
That's the camera.
that's your camera. I have my own.
Oh. So what's the wide shot?
That's the middle one
Okay,
that I'm
cool.
looking at in the middle right here.
All right.
We're new to podcasting, guys. Please excuse this. We also like to thank
The babysitters.
and everyone donating their ACLs to Sydney. We're not going with a cadaver. We're gonna go.
Yeah, I'm good on any of y'all's ACLs. I don't know what your body's been through, but I can trust my own. So I'll be taking from myself.
Oh.
But thanks a lot for the offer.
You have to pour into yourself first, you know? Because if you don't build yourself up, nobody else will.
Oh no, that's right.
Period.
Okay, so lastly, our favorite part of the show.
Yeah, this is a really good part.
Okay, we have a fun activity.
We have a lot of really awesome DMs coming to the unsupervised DMs.
Yeah, we do.
So for this segment of Down the DMs with Syd and TP, we have anonymous Claire named Liz writing in for us today. Liz, you're hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
So Liz writes, "Dear Syd and Jordan Hooper, I'm proposing to my girlfriend next week and I'm collecting notes from her friends and family. Is there any chance you would bestow upon us your kindness by writing a quick little congrats message? Her name is Jess. She's rightly a huge fan of you both and your pod. Otherwise, why would I be here? Does not talk like Sydney Sweeney and would make a terrible housewife. Unprofessionally yours, anonymous Claire, Liz." She said we can roast her, but I think this is way too nice to be roasting
Yeah.
you, Liz.
Yeah, this is sweet. Well, we don't know Jess, but I mean, if you have somebody, reaching out to people that you're a fan of to get them to send a kind message to you, or like doing all this for planning to propose, like I feel like that's a solid person most times.
Jess, you seem like the best, better than all the rest. You're Jess. Jess, give me a J.
J
Give me a E.
E
Give me a S.
S.
Give me a S.
I said S.
And what's that spell?
Jess. And then I'm gonna talk to her like Sydney Sweeney since
Okay.
her girlfriend says she doesn't talk like her. So, congrats on the proposal. Rings are passed down from parents to offspring. And that's how you even got your ring, because someone passed it down to Liz. And then she asked you, did you want to do a life thing with her? And you were like, yeah. Why are you doing your mouth? Because I'm doing my mouth.
Yeah, I'm like,
when you watch people, it makes you do it.
it's like when I say thank you, Nashville, and you were doing it with me the whole time. It's like one of those. Because I love when you do voices.
I get it. Okay, well, we hope she said yes, Liz. If not, I guess this will never see the fucking light of day.
Yeah, and if she didn't say yes yet, We're sorry.
Right. Oh, this will see the light of day, whether she says yes or not. So best of luck wherever I need to look. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for sticking with us again, babysitters. It was a really emotionally taxing episode again, which is a complete shock to us.
We're here for humor, and we've just been bringing the tears, the waterworks.
But we appreciate y'all. We hope that you are continuing to go out and be kind to people, laugh, have a full day, like
A full day.
cry, laugh, do whatever that third thing was that we couldn't think of.
Yeah.
But throw kindness around like confetti. We love y'all. We'll see you.